Hello, my name is Errol, and I'm going to tell you about Nanowrimo. I get a lot of questions about Nanowrimo, which isn't really true. No one really wants me to continue a conversation any longer than it already has gone on, but I assume there are a lot of questions about Nanowrimo, and so in this video, I hope to quell all fears of this most amazing event that happens in November. The goal of Nanowrimo is to write a 50,000 word novella in 30 days, which is approximately 1,667 words per day. You aren't limited by 50,000 words, but that is the goal you set. It's not a level cap or anything, that's just the minimum amount of words. And why would you do this? Because it's awesome! Why would you need any more reason than that? But for those of you who always thought, I will write a book one day when I get time, well, in reality, you will never get time because there are things like taxes and housework and Facebook. So every November, you set aside me time to write a novel. Why do it in November? Because everyone else is doing it in November. No, I don't mean it as some vacuous lemming thing where you go and follow the mindless drones as they go about their daily job. I mean it in the way that it is encouraging to do it with people, because you can join in on the whinings and gnashing of teeth so they complain about how stressful and awful this whole writing thing is. And then you don't feel too bad when you look at the quagmire of words you've written, which hasn't amounted to much more than a doodle signing your name and perhaps Twilight fanfic. Which is allowable if you really want to do fanfic. I wrote StarCraft fanfic because I'm a loser like that, but possibly not as loserish as Twilight fanfic. I'm just kidding. Anyway, maybe 50,000 words sounds too daunting for you. It isn't. For example, here are 50,000 Koreans. That's not so many. Note that this is North Korea, not South Korea, so no worries, none of them can beat you in StarCraft. Yes, I have now mentioned StarCraft twice in this video, but that's because it's awesome and StarCraft 2 is coming out. Or possibly you may know Andre the Giant. He was about 500 pounds. So imagine viewing The Princess Bride about 100 times in a month, which is certainly doable. I'm pretty sure I've done it left-handed. Haha, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, if that doesn't do it for you, here are some books that have about 50,000 words, like The Catcher in the Rye, or The Adventure of Tom Sawyer, or Of Mice and Men. I admit I've only read Catcher in the Rye. It was a red book, that's all I remember of it. And did you know that there's a book out there called The Gatsby that has about 50,000 words without the letter E? I don't know what's up with all this E prejudice, but it's true, and it's called a lipogram. I would assume it's using the same root word as in liposuction, which brings up awful images of fat vacuum. Here's a page with 10,000 words. See, that's certainly doable. Multiply it by 5, and you're done! And just in case you're still hesitant about this, there are web pages that will tell you how to write 50,000 words in a month. Let's look at this wonderful web page on eHow. It tells how to write 50,000 words in only 5 measly steps. Heck, the same site has instructions on how to get a girlfriend in 8 steps. That means writing a 50,000 word novel is easier than getting a girlfriend. Of course, if you're more like me when it comes to wooing women, that's probably not encouraging. But what do you win? Why, you have yourself a freaking novel. Sure, you won't want anyone that you like to read it, but it's done. How many people can say they've written a novel, huh? Other than the other 20,000 some people who are able to do it in 2008. But the goal is to be creative. Think of it as a creative month. You should start from scratch with nothing but an outline. You should approach it with the creative abandonment as you do when someone asks you for your honest opinion. So do it. The accomplishment is worth more than beating a Korean in StarCraft, which I've never done. But man, that would be cool. So go to the nanowrimo.org website and just sign up. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. I have fun. People around me don't, but I sure do. Bye-bye.